Hello guys, Kiran here. We'll be doing the plumber block assembly today with the section drawing and also generating the part list. So we'll start by clicking on assembly drawing. Now we will have to navigate to our folder where we have saved all our files. I have saved mine here. I've already opened it. Now we'll start by importing the parts one by one. So first we'll start with the body. Double click. Okay, so the body is imported. Always stay in isometric view before importing the next part. That will help you in locating it. So I'll show you what happens if I'm not there in isometric view. Okay, so this is a different view. It's not there in isometric. So if I import the next part, which is the bearing bottom half, you can see that the parts are not oriented or aligned properly. So you'll have problems in assembling them together. To make it simpler, what you can do is go to isometric view and then import the next part. As you can see now they are aligned properly, and with a few constraints you can fit them wherever you want. So now we'll start assembling it. Select axial align. Select the two curved surfaces. Okay, and as you can see, now we have to move it inside there. So to do that, I select mate, select this surface and this surface. Yeah, okay, so this part has been done. Go back to isometric view and now select the next part, that is the bearing top half. Again do the same thing for this. I'll use planar align for this. You can use mate also, but then I'll just use planar align. Okay, so this is done. Next is the cap. Now again use axial align between the curved surfaces. So I'll select this as one curved surface. Next one is the bottom one. Now select axial align again. Align the two bolt holes. If you align any of these two holes, then it will work. Okay, so this is done. Now we have to insert the bolts, nuts and the shaft. Okay, now we'll import the bolt now. As you can see, it's rotated actually. So what I'll do is I'll just rotate it now. Select the move part option, click on rotate, then select the body. Now click on the axis that you want to rotate it about. So I want to rotate it about the x-axis. So click on x-axis and the angle is 90 degrees. So this is done. So we'll move it here. First let me select mate. The bolt head, the square head should go and sit in this square pocket or hole that we had made. So I'll select the inner surface of that square hole and then the top surface of the bolt. So that next what we can do is we'll select axial align, then align the holes with the bolt. Okay, so you can see it is seated there properly. Now again we'll put the other bolt there. Import the bolt again, rotate it 90 degrees. Mate, select the inner surface, this surface and then axial align. Okay, so instead of repeating these steps, what you can do is you can use the mirror option. I'll show the mirror option with the nuts. So now next part is the nut. Import the nut and then the nuts goes on the bolt. Select mate, select this surface and the flat surface of the nut and then choose axial align, then align it with the bolt. As you can see, the nut is seated there properly. Again import the lock nut now. The other part we'll just mirror it. So we'll just finish off this side. Import the lock nut. Then do the same for this also. Okay. So one side is done completely. So we'll just mirror these components on the other bolt. To do that, select the mirror components option and then as you can see it's asking for the reference plane to mirror about. So select the right plane, that is the YZ plane, and then now you have to select the components. To select the components you can directly click on the components or you can go to the assembly pathfinder, then click on whatever components you want. I selected both the components and then finish it. You will get some dialog box, just click OK, then finish. So as you can see, it has been mirrored perfectly without any problems. Let me go back to isometric view now. Now we have to import the shaft. To import the shaft, come back to parts library. Then the shaft which I have made is a bit small. Actually you can make it longer, but I didn't take the time to do it again. So I'll just do it as it is. You can make it longer if you want. Select axial align. As you can see, my shaft is almost equal to the width of this plumber block, so it won't come out. You just make it like 20 to 30 mm bigger and then it will be fine. Now no constraint to move the shaft in, so I'll just move it inside. Select the Y axis, then I'll just move it in. If you had made it longer, then it would protrude on both sides. Okay, so the shaft is also done. Okay, now the complete assembly is done. These slots are for mounting it on wherever we want, so nothing to be done there. Now we'll create the section. We have to create front half in section. So go to PMI, then section. Now you have to create a plane from where you want to sketch the section. I'll select the top plane. Now draw the box which you want to cut out. Okay, return. Now we want to cut the inside of the box, not the outside. So make sure the arrow is inside the box and then click anywhere. Now pull it up till it crosses the all the parts, then click on it. Now it's asking which all parts to cut. Select cut only selected parts. Now you can select the parts here or you can directly select it here. We have to cut the body. We have to cut the bearing, both top half and bottom half. Next we have to cut the cap. No need to cut the nuts or bolts or the shaft. Okay, so I'll select it and then finish. Okay, as you can see, this has been cut properly now. Now we have to generate the drawing for this. See which view are you in. This is the front view, so while generating the drawing I have to select the front view. So now first what you have to do is you have to save the assembly. So I'll click on save. Always name your files properly so that it will be easy for you to find whenever you need them. So I'll just save it now. Now to generate the drawing, go to file, click on create drawing. Then now you are click next on this, select the front view. We need the front view and they're not asked for the side view, but we'll also select the one of the side views and I'll select an isometric view also. So this is I think it's an A2 sheet. I want it in a A4 sheet. So go to sheet setup, select A4 sheet. I don't want the background. I'll just delete it. Then OK. So now the drawing is too big. I think we'll check the scale of the drawing once. Scale is showing as 1:1. I'll just reduce it to 1:2. Okay, so I didn't need that the isometric view to be so big. I just reduced the size of it. Let these two be 1:1 itself. So now we had generated the section, but it's not showing up here. So right click on it, go to properties, go to the sections tab and then select the section. Do the same for this also. Now right click on it and then select update view. Do the same for this. Then it is updated and you can see the section clearly now. You can generate a section for this also. So you can go to properties, section, then update view. So you can see the section is shown in the isometric view also. Now we have to generate the parts list. If you remember, we had mentioned the material and the name while saving each and every part. So that will help us here now. So select the parts list command from here. Now the parts list, select the parts list auto balloon and tick the parts list also, and then select the part which you need to name or mark with the balloons. I'll just select isometric view. If you select the isometric view and then now click on finish. So you can see the parts list is generated automatically now and all the names are also name and all the designation is also there, like item number, title, material and quantity which we need. We don't need the document number, so to get rid of it what you can do is go to properties. Now go to columns. I don't want the document number, so select, click on it and then click on remove. Okay, so we got the parts table also, and if the balloons are out of the sheet you can just drag and move them wherever you want. So now as you can see all the parts have been numbered and the list is also generated automatically, so we don't have to type in anything, all the things that we want. So this is it for this video. Thanks for watching guys. Bye bye.